Welcome back to Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. We've been coming to you live from inside ETFs in Hollywood, Florida. This is a conference that has over 2,000 attendees focusing specifically on ETFs. Joining me at booth 207 is Steve O. He's our director of ETF product listings and trading at Nasdaq. You got a lot going on for us here. Tell us why industry conferences such as this matter so much to us.
Sure. So maybe a little bit of background to start off with. I've been attending ETF conferences or conferences in general for the last 15 years, both in trading and asset management. I've had conferences in 5 regions of the world and as well as also about 20 different states. So I've had a lot of experience with these conferences.
I bet you have some interesting stories.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot of interesting stories. Maybe a little bit too crazy to share on this segment, but maybe if I can help show why industry conferences matter.
All right. Well, the first thing is what comes to mind when you're attending conferences? Why are we so motivated?
Sure. The first thing that always comes to mind for me with conferences is networking. Networking, I look at it as 2 ways. It's a good way to catch up with people that you know. You're going to probably be there. Good way to reach out and just catch up over a coffee. At the same time as well, it's also a good opportunity to network with new people. You go to a booth, you just talk to people. It's a good way to meet new contacts as well. That's
right. Face-to-face is important. It's an important skill to have. You can't just do everything all online. But as a seasoned attendee, what's the best advice you can give for conference newbies?
Sure. A couple of tricks of the trade that I've used for conferences. One is it's a great opportunity to keep up on your competition. You can go visit what they're pitching. This is a big conference. A lot of resources are being spent. And so they're going to pitch their best products. They're going to pitch their best ideas. And you can see them all in one venue by walking around and seeing what they're spotlighting. At the same time as well, in location, if it's a conference, let's say that's far away from where you're headquartered, well, meet some local clients there. It's a good chance to talk to them and also talk to them about how you're prioritizing them while you're at a busy industry conference as well.
All right. And why is Inside ETF so important to the ETF industry, which is your wheelhouse?
Sure. I mean, it's a great way to network. I would say that you're meeting a lot of new people, as I said before. Another thing is learning. A lot of great panelists, thought leaders in the industry, and talking about some of the newest trends in the industry. It's hard to keep up with everything by yourself. And so you know what's going on. Another thing as well that I like about these industry conferences is that you get to make a name for yourself. The more you go to these conferences, you speak, people recognize your name, you become a recognized, call it personal brand in the industry. And then finally, it sounds crazy enough. You're spending a lot of money on registration, hotels, airfare, and time as well. And guess what? You're getting to meet clients nationally, potentially globally as well at these conferences. You can do a lot of meetings and save a lot of money and time from future travels.
And plus, they're serious too if they're putting the investment into it as well. And to wrap up, what are some of the key themes that you're seeing at Inside ETFs for 2018?
Sure. So one of the key themes I'm seeing, well, everyone's kind of on the nose around Bitcoin. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin. Another part is the regulatory challenges. Right now the ETF industry is maturing. At the same time as it's maturing, the regulators want to be responsible about new products and what they mean for investors. And so there's a lot of conversations there. But then finally as well is that, I think people are also just looking for general trends in the industry and what their competitors are up to.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. As always, traders, thank you for spending the day with me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets